Yesterday, there were some elections that were held, and we saw two candidates fighting each other because an NRM candidate allegedly had stolen elections of the NUP candidate, and the difference was so decimal. In fact, here's the
Gwani wafunya bumeka wamma oli wawa gwani wawa That's the video when these candidates were fighting. What I see in our electoral process, it is breeding something very dangerous. In fact, these elections are not near to be called fair. We saw most especially here in Uganda. I don't know in other areas, but I observed very many things here in Uganda. These elections were not near being free and fair. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the violence which is going to happen if we don't redeem our electoral process, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sura Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to.
Ayitibwa Zaituni.
Nzibira muyani oyo
Ayitibwa Zaituni.
wawa
Wekalagala mu tawuni. Kati atuuse n'abanga alangiriddwa nti yawangudde. Naye nga tetawangudde.
ani awanguzi
Oli omukyala gw'olabya amegga ebigo. Era omukyala oyo omulaba alwanidde obuwanguzi bwe kubanga ebivudde mu kulangirirwa takkiriziganyiza nabyo. Nze Honorable Benjamin Sekate mbiira ziro obw'embuga bw'ekyetuma era nze kansala waayo. Naye sikiriza ebyo gavumenti yeyagala okulaba nga tulwanagana munna amaze okulya ate ne mulangiri omulala kati sigale nga tukola ekyo kyekimu bwe tuddamu okulaba omulala akoze ekintu kyekimu ebwokulangirira bakomaawo. Nze ni musajja w'enaalemu era nze fulaga byalawo mu luka bw'ekyetuma. Nze obuwanguzi obwange obulaba tebuliko abanja kubanga bwe nawangudde namba 2 namusinza obululu 6 era tatawanye kuva wuwe akkiriza nti lwebitwe byatambula abalozi bye basazeewo. Naye ono omukyalo ono gw'olabye bamegga obuwanguzi si buwe, ono ameze era nyini buwanguzi. N'olwekyo gavumenti lutaase ennonda zireme kucyankalana, abalangirizi b'eruweero batereeze ennangirira awangudde gwe babalangirira.
First of all, one, elections as an event that normally breeds a lot of emotions. It happens every after 5 years. One of the biggest civil wars that we have ever had in our country was because of an election in 1980. Another election that resulted in a subsequent coup was the 1964 when they did a referendum, because even referendums were regarded as election. Uganda has a history that if elections are not handled very well, it can result to turmoil and civil war. So I beseech those running elections, those two women fighting is a glimpse of what may happen if you don't
hold our country together with having credible elections. Trust me, because the NRM government was hell-bent on bypassing each and every constitutional route to having a free and fair election. And such candidates fighting, it is a sign of something dangerous that is soon going to happen. Remember, we are nearing transition. It may be procedure, it may be natural, but it's going to happen. We have a leader who's now 82 years. And we are at a juncture where Uganda needs to redeem itself. One of the biggest failures of NRM after General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni will be failing to get a peaceful transfer of power, because that was the core principle of why he went to the bush. He himself went out to say that the African peoples are leaders who overstay in power, and now he's doing the same thing. So the day we shall fail to get a peaceful transfer of power will be the utmost loss of the NRM regime. And it will be bad for our country, it will be bad for our motherland. And it's the reason why we wake up every day to speak about it, because that is an act of building a nation. Before even we do anything, we must make sure that we redeem our nation. Of course, as my opinion is truly Mr. Makindi, Kabi Sulaiman Magali. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.